Let me guess, it took 3 hours to recharge or exploded in a horrendous fire which burned my entire house down. Both, actually. You're doing it wrong. Instead of liquid ions, you are supposed to put a solid slab in it. Luckily for you, I solved it. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you guys coming. Well, this is a day-to-day conversation between battery manufacturers who are trying their best to stand up at the top of this race for sustainable energy. After years of research and hard work, there might just be a breakthrough. A breakthrough that's going to change the way you look at EVs, I am just sure of it. And it wasn't easy to get there. It was years of trial and error and money. Obviously, how can we forget money? But finally, we are taking steps to help us determine the future of electric vehicles. These steps are the solid-state batteries. Why would we need them? Well, the simple reason is that they're pretty challenging to produce and maintain lithium-ion batteries, and they take a while to charge. They're just not perfect. But we are making the most out of them. And while we can make the most out of them, why not focus on just building something that we can call perfect? So from where did this shocking breakthrough come from? Well, I ask you this question, I can guarantee that most people's answers are going to be Tesla, 90% of the time. But this is a 10%er. The answer is Toyota. Can I color you surprised? I mean, it would make two of us, so that would be kind of nice. Well, anyways, don't be upset. Tesla's no god. There might be some things left for other people to do still. Toyota is one of the biggest car manufacturers out there, and they found a way to change the world. So, hey, let's let them. Its new battery technology which will change the way we look at electric cars. Toyota's been making some pretty great cars for some pretty great decades, but it may seem like there's a lot left behind in the race with the new EV revolution. Let me tell you that that's actually not entirely valid. There's a new leak. We know that Toyota is working on a solid-state battery that's going to undoubtedly blow up the EV market and maybe your mind. But, try and keep your mind unexploded. That'd be nice. I kind of need your attention and your views and your subscription, so, Anyways, a battery can go for 500 kilometers or 310 miles and get fully charged in 10 minutes. Sound pretty cool, right? Toyota revolutionized the world with its hybrid engine technology, and when it came out with almost a decade ago, it was something no one really thought was possible. But again, all the technological advancements nowadays are like, I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was possible. But sure enough, it is. A car with both a gas engine and a motor that works on the battery is perfectly possible. Combining both of these things, they made a car that'll give you an excellent mileage and reduce gas consumption. So go green. It's like the best of both worlds. But now Toyota is planning to surpass everything that they've already done. They're planning to release a new solid-state battery-powered vehicle, which according to experts, Toyota occupies the top position in solid-state battery technology. Their achievement could be evaluated with the fact that the Japanese government is also assisting them with perfecting this technology. They're trying to reach a height where these solid-state batteries are both affordable and easy to manufacture. Aside from funding that the government gave them, they're also investing $13.6 billion into the project. The only goal is to reach the level where they can become a battery monopoly and replace the lithium-ion battery. So how long is that going to take to make that dream a success? Well, that's a question I don't exactly have an answer to. So come on, I'm not like omniscient as much as I would like to be. I'm wearing the Infinity bracelet, like come on. According to the experts, Toyota will release its first solid-state and battery-powered vehicle by the year 2028, which is like 6 years from now, which sucks. But then it plans to flood the market with these kinds of cars, which would take 4 to 5 more years. So yeah, a lot of years coming. But if everything goes right, Toyota will have a solid, functional, solid-state battery by 2032, and a monopoly on them at that, which is the minimum time required. And of course, the maximum could be indefinite. But Toyota isn't the only shark in the water. Nissan is also planning to resell an EV around that time. And what do they both have in common? They're both Japanese, and both of these vehicles will be powered by solid-state batteries. And remember that the funding that the Japanese government gave, both Nissan and Toyota have access to it, and it's a lot of money. $19.2 billion to be precise. But we have to, make peace with the fact that Toyota is taking more advantage of it. Toyota's already got over 1,000 solid-state patents to its name. Now, a little fun fact, between the years 2014 and 18, Toyota filed the most patent applications on the solid-state battery technology, period. So yeah, there's a lot going on behind the curtain, and we didn't know it all. Or don't know it all. We still don't. Yeah, so now that we've praised Toyota for a lot of its work on solid-state batteries, let's figure out what this solid-state battery really is. As the name suggests, it's a battery that works in a solid state. Which, if you think about it, like technically, don't most batteries work in a solid state? My hand is in a solid state. Anyways. Simply put, they have solid electrodes and solid electrolytes. And if we talk about the batteries that we're familiar with, I mean lithium-ion batteries, then we have a liquid electrolyte. This electrolyte is solid in solid-state batteries, allowing the battery to hold more charge as the electrons can flow easily from one electrode onto the other. As we know, the battery consists of three significant parts: cathode, the positive one, and the anode, the negative one, and an electrolyte that connects them both. Now, there's also a separator layer, but, let's not go too deep into it. My brain couldn't handle it. So the electrons flow from one electron to the other, or electrode to the other, depending on whether it's charging or discharging. The flow of electrons allow the battery to convert the additional chemical potential into electric power when needed, and vice versa. Are you still there? I know it's not like a physics class, but come on, bear with me a little more. Who doesn't like learning stuff on the internet? This process is the same with pretty much every battery. The only difference is the lithium-ion battery is the electrolyte is a liquid. So, how will these solid-state batteries change the world? The first thing is that you will be able to travel up to 500 kilometers or 310 miles in just a single charge. And just trust me, that is a lot. And not only that, you would also be able to fully charge your car in 10 minutes. And if that comes to reality, then that'll make Tesla supercharging look like a baby. I mean, 10 minutes is nothing these days. That's like how much time you spend at a gas station anyways, filling your car, or buying snacks, whatever. You plug in for 10 minutes, boom, you're good for another 500 kilometers. And if that wasn't already impressive enough, if your socks are still on, then you can maintain an 80% charge capacity for almost 800 charge cycles. And I mean, I'm not a math genius, I'm not a genius in any way, but that would be around 300,000 kilometers or 180,000 miles, which are just approximate values. I did the calculation myself. Are you proud? Tell me you're proud, Dad. Anyways, now the question that many people would have are, why are we moving towards solid-state batteries? What's wrong with our regular lithium-ion batteries? Well, I won't say that there's something wrong with it, but solid-state batteries give us more advantages. The first is safety. And speed, too. They're much safer to use in comparison. And they also last for much longer than regular ones. They have a greater capacity, and to top all this up, we know that they have faster charging. Charging time has been a problem for a lot of people, and it was kind of the reason why these people were ignoring electric cars. But with a solid-state battery, that's pretty much out of the picture. They also last for a longer charge cycle than lithium-ion batteries, which is pretty neat. And there's a solid-state material in it, which is much safer, and implausible that it'll catch fire. So why aren't we using them right now if they have so many advantages? The reason is that it's not very easy to make a solid-state battery. It's a time-consuming process, and at the speed that the economy is growing, it would cause a shortage of solid-state batteries if they were the standard battery. Also, they get heated pretty quickly, causing a short circuit. So if you want to use them in cars, you need to check them for several charge and discharge cycles without crashing, and to top all this up, they're very expensive to manufacture. But we can say that Toyota and all other companies that are working with them are trying to tackle all of these problems. They need to make the production faster, and they need to make it cheaper. Panasonic and Toshiba are also coming forward to help them with all these problems, and also help them find a cheaper source than lithium. Hopefully, when all these efforts come to success, we'll be able to witness an EV that can go for a long run and doesn't even take that much time to charge at the charge station. And let's all just hope that it doesn't actually empty our pockets if we wanted to get our hands on it. I believe that they're going to succeed in this goal. And so, when there's a will, there's a way, right? I mean, that's what my mama told me. That's what I choose to believe. And with that said, later.